Okay, so today we're gonna make a simple human. It's not gonna be that complicated, but there are gonna be fingers and yeah. So first, go into front view and yeah. One thing you can see what keys I'm pressing down here. So yeah. So scale it on the X and move it up. You can move it up a lot, I guess, because this is gonna be the body of the human. Try to in front view press 1 on the numpad because some people likes to not care about which side they're facing. So yeah. So next, tab into edit mode and extrude it and scale it. Now this is gonna say how's the thin or skinniness of our human, but yeah. And then extrude once more, scale it up a little bit. Or maybe if you think it's kind of not that great yet, then press alternate and click right there and scale it up. Then extrude it and scale it one more time, and now you got the body. So next we want to loop cut the human in half, and there you go. Extrude, move it, rotate it a little bit. Extrude, move it here. And yeah. Right there, and extrude it. Select, and now you got that extruded 2 times. And now we're gonna extrude this part, is the joints right there. A little bit, this is gonna be the foot. Not too much yet since we're gonna have to make the fingers. But if you want to move it up a little bit like this, then that's fine. Then we're going to use the knife tool to cut out the fingers. So knife tool you can use there, or you can press K. Now I want the thumb to be a little bit big compared to the other, and try to make the rest. Oh yeah, don't do that. When you do this and you cut you finish with the line, you cut it already, and you're like, okay, and what next? You want to press enter, and it will do it for you. Now what next is, if it's good, then that's good. If it's not good yet, then you can go into edge select and move it. Okay. So now go into face select, and we're going to extrude it, and extrude once more and scale this one down. Now extrude this one. This one's gonna be a little bit shorter, and scale it down. Extrude, and yeah, just keep going. Oh wait, no, sorry, a little bit shorter. And this one, extrude a little bit. Now you see how it's kind of sticking to each other too much. If you don't like it, then you can just go into side view and turn on the X-ray mode right here, up here. Look up here, and just select this part, which would select turn off X-ray mode, and then which would select everything, and you can scale it on the Y. Or another way is turn on X-ray again and try to only select the tip, which in X-ray mode it shouldn't work, so just select like this. It's the best way, I think. And Then you want to just move it forward. Okay, now if you're gonna do the next leg, then don't, cause we're gonna do the arms and the head and then cut it in half. Then we're gonna mirror it. So next we're gonna do the arm, which you can just extrude it from there at the spot, but you should like inset it. You press I, and it would make a smaller square or region inside of it. And then if it's not really a 1x1 square, then try to adjust the size and then move it up like this. Now you got this, and yeah, so after that, try to make it close to the thing. Then you're gonna extrude it, scale it, extrude it, and scale it down. It's gonna be the arm. And then scale it on the Y, and extrude and scale on the Z, extrude a little bit, extrude on the Z. Now you see how it's kind of rotated a little bit. You want to scale Z and press 0, and you'll do that, and then extrude it once more and scale it down like this. Now then you want to make the fingers. The fingers are just like what we did at the foot, but we have 4 fingers, so cut one in the middle like this, enter, cut the other one in the middle like this. So we're gonna separate it by 4s. If you end up cutting it in a bad manner, then just press escape. Okay, and then now the last finger. There you go. Okay, now when you're looking at a finger, maybe you can look at your finger or look at the picture on the screen right now. You could see that the middle finger is going to be the longest, and then the index finger is pretty long, but the ring finger would be slightly taller than the index finger, and the pinky is going to be the shortest. So you want to extrude out the index finger. Don't extrude it at the same time, because it's going to be conjoined like this. And then extrude it again and scale it. You can adjust the size of the scale part, and then the middle finger, just align this to like this and extrude, scale. And now this one, as I said, slightly longer than the index finger, and there we go. And the pinky, so extrude and extrude and scale. There we go. I got the arm. Now don't worry, this is normal. It looks conjoined, but it isn't. So now we're gonna do the head. The head is simply just select the whole thing. Now you can insert it and move it up, and then extrude it and move it. Extrude, move it, and extrude. This one is gonna be the base of the head now. So try to look from top view and try to make this part that you're selecting a 1x1 square like this. So yeah, there we go. About that. And then maybe if your head's too small, then make it bigger if you want. Extrude, and the middle part, scale it, extrude this part, scale it, extrude, move it, and there we go. Now most of the time your middle part is going to be not in the middle. So you want to press alternate and click here and move it up, or maybe scale it. Then you want to select the edges and scale it, but don't just scale Shift Z so it gets the proper thing. And now if you're still feeling your head is too small, look from front view and turn on X-ray mode and be in face select. Select the top faces and just scale it, or scale it on the Z if you want. So there you go, you got the opportunity to try to shape your head if you want. And there, and if you're happy with the thing you got, then you're finished. Then the top, you want to select the two edges and scale it on the Y. And then yeah, now you're asking if you can do this side, the leg and the arms now. Yeah, you can, but there's a better way, is just using a mirror. Now my students, I probably explained to them in a wrong manner or something. Yeah, so first you want to go into edit mode and turn on the x-ray mode, or you can press alternate Z if you want hotkeys, and then select the half without the arm, and you're gonna delete it and delete the faces. Then now you're going to use a mirror. So you're going to go into the modifier tab. It's the wrench right here, and add modifier. You're going to add a mirror right here. Then you got the other half right there. Now, and then after this we're gonna do the hair and stuff. And my students straight up just modded the model without applying the mirror, and it's turned out as an abomination. So I'm making this video for the students who couldn't catch up and the students who kind of needs help. So yeah. So now after this is very important. You want to apply the mirror right here. So you're going to go to this drop down and apply it. Now it's gone. Now when you applied it, it's not mirrored anymore. So yeah, good. Make sure you applied it or else you're in big trouble. So now next you're going to do the hair, which you can just use the knife tool and start cutting any hairstyle you want. Yeah, and then when you're done with one side, press enter and rotate to the other side and start cutting. Enter. Now I want you to face the back because we can't really see from here unless you have good eye, which probably not that much people had. So go into this back view and enter first, and then go to this side and still keep going for this and enter. And then now you're going to extrude the head. Select the top head and the back, basically the part that you cut out as the head, the hair, like this. And then you're going to right click and extrude faces along normals, and it's gonna be like this. And yeah, there we go. And if you want to do the faces, you can just cut out a face, or you can just use spheres to make the eyes. But the mouth, I'd rather carve it myself like this. enter and select this two and extrude it in like this. So now you got your human, and we're going to color it. So go into material preview right here. It might take a while, I think. Yeah, material preview, and it's gonna be pretty bright, but yeah, it's normal. So first you're going to go to the material panel, and if you don't have a color, then add a new color. And you're going to change the base color to a creamish color, and then you can start changing the shirt. So first go into front view, and you see turn on X-ray, because some people do the tedious manually selecting. You go into front view, and you're going to select this area where your shirt is gonna be, like this, and go here, add a new color, press new, and make the shirt whatever color you want, like red, and assign it. And oh wait, right here, if you think your person is too skinny, select it in a loop and scale it. There we go. Then the pants, you just do the same thing like this, but if you want them to have a short, then you can select it like this. And add new color, new, and like this kind of color. Okay, now we're gonna do the hair. The hair is gonna need to be manually selected, so turn off X-ray mode, and it's not a mode actually, but people call it like that. Maybe X-ray view, let me check. They just call it X-ray, so turn on X-ray. Yeah, that sounds wrong. So select the head manually this time. Oh yeah, the bottom. If you don't want to select it one by one, then just press alternate and select at the edge of it like this. Then add new color, new, and make it black. And don't forget to assign. And inside the mouth, assign it as black as the same thing. But if you want another color for the hair, then you go ahead. And then after that, you need to change the color of the material. So the black, you just call it black. Or let's call it pants. The red, just call it shirt. Skin, like that. So now if you want the person to have eyes, you can use a knife tool to extrude it in, or you can use a sphere to make the eyeballs. Which okay, that's kind of creepy. Okay, and this one, just call it black. That's why I called it black, because of this. Oops. Shift D, move it here, and there we go. And now you can add a subdivision surface to the human if you want. Yeah, it's loading. Yeah, sometimes it ends up like this. So you can try to loop cut it, maybe. Yeah, it works without the mouth and the hair. So maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so that's it for making a human, and see you in the next PBR video, or maybe the rotation. Okay.